All right. So could everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. So, go ahead, Kareem. Go ahead and before I go on, I want to go ahead and take care of your question now. Go ahead and ask again, so the whole team could know what you're talking about.
Copy. So I had played a hood put back in August, I believe August 4th or August 12th, one of those. And it was a put out to 11.19. You actually see exactly what it was at a break-even price. It was, I guess, like right around the time that it IPO'd maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And so like at that point at this point, would the theta eat up the profits that I might receive if it even drops? Because it's not going to drop down to that break-even price that I bought it at, but would ever make it to the point where I would make any bit of profit on.
What was the break even?
1970, 1940.
Okay, cut your losses now.
I mean, I only got the market value is only $6.
Huh?
The market value is $6.
$6?
Yeah.
Try to salvage whatever you can right now because of the theta. I know you probably paid, close to what, 200, 250 for it?
No, I mean it's only $60.
$60? Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Now, had you did it, let's say last month, okay, and then this month, of course, last month was around, the $41 range.
Yep.
All right. So if it would have dropped right now, then the break even probably would have been about $35, $36. If you would have did it a month ago, yes. Even with theta eating it up, the IV would have helped you because it did a sudden drop today because of earnings. So that right there would have helped you with what you have. You probably would have made some money, 15 to 20%.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, it crushed you because even if I set this up to, let's say, February 2022, and I wanted to do a call on this, and if I look at this $37 one, the theta is okay. I can still salvage. You're looking at around between 2 to 10 cents per day that I will be losing on the money that I put, that I bought the contract for. But if it was something like, let me see the theta. If it was something like crazy, well, these thetas are okay. But it was something like at least 0.1 or 0.34, something like that. Yeah, that's probably what you're at right now. The theta. Where's your theta now?
The theta was is 0.0085.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's why it hasn't hit $1 yet, even though it's been a while. But I mean, it's still a long time.
It's still a long time, yeah. And let me see something here. Yeah, this is nothing too. It's been stagnant, really. It hasn't been really doing anything. $1, $2 here and there. It hasn't really been doing a lot as far as big jumps, big, push up or push down. So that right there may jump it. But if it's something like $60 that you paid, if you can save the $6, go ahead and just get it over with, because it did a big drop today and you didn't see anything. That means theta is just gobbling up everything.
Yeah.
It's just gobbling it up. Okay. All right. Before I continue, any other questions? Okay, let's go. Glenda, you still with me?
I'm here.
Okay. So today I want to talk more about support and resistance. The key key thing that you definitely need to know with any stock, of course, is the support and resistance. Also, you need to find out what type of play you want to get into, number one, and what time frame that you're looking at that you want to do. For instance, let's say if you want to, like you, Kareem, Hood, well, see, what Hood is new, so it really doesn't have a lot of data for me to look back on because it's a year old, less than a year, I believe, old. So that it really hasn't have any data. Something like SPY or Exxon Mobil, I can go back, months back and have data so I can go ahead and complete my search. You see what I mean? Just data beyond data, beyond data, beyond data. Back to, look at this, 1979, 1980. I have data that I can look back and make a choice and see what's going on with this particular stock. But if it's something like Hood doesn't really have anything that we can grasp on. See what I mean? So even on a monthly chart, this is what we're looking at. So I cannot really determine where this stock is going to go in the future right now. It had 2 earnings and it fell, both of them. One in August and one in today. So I can't really determine what's going on or what I can do with this stock. You feel me? So that was a risky play. I like the play that you did, but it was just a tiny bit risky because of lack of data that's on the stock right now. Okay, so if you definitely want to do a leap, definitely get something like, Exxon Mobil, SPY, QQQ that has that data that you can go back, research, and see what they've been doing within every year. Of course, you have to know, hey, if this stock has been going up or going down or just has been stagnant, if it's going up $1, $2, or $5, $20, $100, and so forth yearly, what is the stock doing so you can go ahead and get into a leap? That's very important. With Hood, I couldn't do anything. I can just play it, week by week, day by day. Yes, I do have data because, ever since August, I do have enough data to do a daily play on it, scalp it, and so forth. So I can do that. But when it comes to a leap, Hood is not good at all.
Yeah, like when I did it, I was mainly going off of the consistent negative news that I was getting, and I knew that like around this second earnings. Well, I figured around the second earnings that it would definitely had a drop, but I didn't anticipate it getting that high. Yeah.
Gotcha. And you said you did it in when? September?
August.
Oh, you did it in August. Okay. So you did it beginning of August. It went up. They'd have chomped you up right here. It went down, you say, but then it started. You see this topsy-turvy turn that Hood has been doing. Every time it goes up, Theta is killing you. Every time it goes up, Theta isn't killing you. And plus, it's relatively new, so I wouldn't even, touch it unless I did something like, let's say, a week ago or a month ago or so forth.
When does it expire?
11/19. So next month.
Next month.
Oh, next month. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
So next month, it's going to rise again, of course, because if Shiba Inu gets on Robinhood, of course, that's going to spike it up again. So I would just go ahead and just salvage what you can, the $6, $5, or so forth, and just look for another play. And I can definitely help you with that. I'm good with that. Eldora, she's a leap girl too. So we can definitely put something together as far as getting a good play for you, a safe play. I would tell you right now is to look into SPY for a leap.
Yeah. Okay, for a leap. I bought SPY today. Well, not really bought it, but I was looking at it because of the earnings that was inside of it. Like the companies that are part of SPY. And looking at seeing if it was gonna reach what I thought it was gonna reach. I'm not really sure. I was looking at it, but I wasn't 100% on really what I was looking at.
Okay. Okay, so let's look at the spot. Let me do something here. Let me delete everything that I have here, and I'm going to talk about the topic that I need to talk about today. And Kareem, you do have TradingView, correct?
Yep, I have it open on my laptop right now.
Awesome.
And I have Zoom on my phone now.
Awesome. Good. All right. Let's go with actually no, I don't want to do this yet. Let's go back to Zom because it's more of a topsy-turvy. So what I want to talk today to you guys about is getting your support and resistance down packed to another level. Okay. I love the fact that everyone that's in the mentorship group that actually doing this, setting up a support and a resistance together. But what I want to do, I want to take it up a notch. Everyone who has TradingView up right now, go to their favorite stock, their top 5 stock. And then I'm going to go to one of my favorites too, Apple. Now, of course, everyone knows what support and resistance is. Whoever don't know, support and resistance is just a level, a previous level that a stock has been in or on, okay, that is testing, and it's either going up or down from that particular level. Okay, so for instance, like this here, I had set this up like a week ago, and it's been doing really good, and I love it. All right, how I set up my support and resistance, of course, I definitely look at the day chart first. Remember that. I look at my daily, and I want to find out how and where this stock is going, and how is it doing on a daily basis. Okay, so far, right now, the trend that Apple is doing right now, it's on an uptrend. Okay, so what you want to do here, depending on how you want to play this stock, if you want to do weekly, daily, if you want to day trade this every other day, if you want to hold it for a week, swing trade it, I would suggest that right now for everyone, we're going to start doing swing trades. And swing trades are much easier to make profit on because, of course, the swing of the stock on a daily basis can hurt you if you don't know what you're doing. So if you go into a play and you're thinking that, okay, this stock here, you enter on September 14th, you're thinking that this stock is going to go up by next day, and all of a sudden, no, it didn't. It kept on going down until it hit a low that it actually reversed on, and that low was around here in October. So it's about a month, about 3 weeks of Apple dipping down, going down, downtrend. Okay, so you don't want to get caught up on a daily basis if you don't know what you're doing. You don't want to get caught up in a play that you may think it's going down or up, and then all of a sudden it turn around on you. Okay, we're going to alleviate all this here. So what I want you guys to understand or to do, you definitely want to look, number one, at the daily chart to see which direction, which trend, which momentum, which sentiment that any stock is going to. Okay, so Apple, of course, right now, Apple is looking for the past couple of days. Apple has been on a nice uptrend. Okay, after you do that, what I want you to do to start our swing trade, I want you to at least go to the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, you're going to set up your support and resistance levels. So what I want you guys to do in the 4-hour chart is just to look at the levels, the highs, the swing lows, the higher highs and the lower lows that you see. I want you to set, and even you can go back a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And this is what I did. I went back all the way to August because I've seen that in August, it did hit a particular plateau and it went down. So I set my resistance here, and all the way to, actually, it was Friday or Thursday or Friday, I set this up, this particular chart. And look what happened. Because remember, believe it or not, the stock market has memory. stock market know exactly what it did 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, depending on the stock, of course, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It know exactly where it was at that particular point in time. And if it wants to test that level at any given time in the future, it will do so. And this is what happens. So back in August, you see how I said this was my higher high in August. I said, you know what, let me go ahead and test this. I set my resistance, and look what happened. It actually bursted over the resistance level, and it actually bounced off of it. That is telling me right now that, of course, yes, it will continue on an uptrend. Why? Because it tested this and it went back up. What I was looking for, because it was going up so high, my thought was, if it tested this, if it goes down to my next support, and if it breached it, go down and breaks it, of course, it will continue. It will continue on a downtrend. And then I was set up, of course, and my third line would be my target level. My target level is what I want. If it breaks this support, this is what my target is. If I want to play a put on this particular play or this particular stock, if I want to play a put, that will be my target to profit off. Okay, so my support, and let me erase this. And then all you guys have to do is look back at the higher highs, the higher lows, the lower highs, and the lower lows. And how you detect that, all I have to do is go back as far as I can to see where I can find the highest of high of the stock. Then I will trickle down. Okay, this was my higher high. This was my lower low. Okay, this is my higher low. And all of a sudden it went down. Now this is my higher low, my lower low, my lower low. Okay, it did a retest a little bit. It consolidated a little bit and it went down. So I just go ahead and track it and find out how this particular stock is acting. Now, let's say if you want to play this until Friday, again, I would set up that support. I would say, okay, this is the support level. This is the lowest that has been in the past couple of days. So I will go ahead and set it up just like this. And what you see here, that support, that high, it tested it. It tested that high. So I know for a fact now, okay, if it tested this particular previous high, previous high, because this is the highest right now, this has been the highest. And of course, this was like the third or fourth highest, higher high. So it tested it and it bounced off of it. So now what I want to do, if this is on an uptrend, where would you place the next resistance level? You can just tell me exactly, stop, go, up or down, and I'll stop somebody from here.
Higher? Oh,
Someone
no, go down. Right there.
There?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I would test this here. So what I would do is, now I want to see what Apple's going to do within the next couple of days. If Apple, now what you have is a nice support and resistance right here. Okay, so what I want Apple to do is two things: either break this resistance, or I can set another. Now here's the fun part. You go back and see what other levels that Apple has touched. Okay, this was I would say, well, this was a lower low and a higher low. So I would test this next one here just in case and say, hey, I'm going to place this right here and see what Apple's going to do. Now, this is your mid play. This right here will actually help you in a play for tomorrow. If you want to play this for tomorrow, a day trade, or even until Friday, this right here will help you. Because right now, Apple is sitting above the support. If it either, two things can happen. Either go below that particular support or reach a higher high from here and break that resistance. I don't want you to go to a play until one of the two happens. Either it breaks down or it breaks up. Do not go into a play, because right now, and if you can see, Apple, last couple of days, Apple has been just in a consolidation period. Apple has been in a nice consolidation period. So that right there would tell you, hey, I don't want to go into a play until it either breaks this resistance or break this support. Break this resistance, I'm sorry, or break this particular, the middle support. If it does, then you know for a fact, if it goes down, your target, if you want to play a put on this, your target will be the next support level of 147.40. That's how you're going to make some money.
Can you give a little bit more detail on how you know to choose those points?
Sure, I can erase this and go back again. I can tell you that, no problem. Give me 1 second. Okay, delete. Let's go to another one. Give me a stock, Kareem. Give me one of your favorites.
I would say SPY. That's the one I play the most.
Okay. All right. Here's what do you see right now? Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Let's go back to the day chart. If you're looking at SPY right now, what do you see SPY doing?
Looks like it's rising.
Mm-hmm. Of course. So the trend is rising. Now, do you have Heikin-Ashi candlesticks?
Yeah, I have the Heikin-Ashi, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Because the Heikin-Ashi smooths everything out, so you don't have to worry intraday to see. Because a lot of people get scared when it's, when you see a red or a green or red or red. A lot of people get scared, do a FOMO, and cut out. You don't want that to happen. With the Heikin-Ashi, of course, with the Heikin-Ashi, it's a smooth sailing. Yes, it does have intricate pullbacks, retests, and so forth in it, but you won't see that. This is what I love about Heikin-Ashi. Even if you go to where's my other charts? Let's say you go back to the regular candlesticks, you see what happened, we see what's going on right now. It's all topsy-turvy. So a lot of people would get scared right now. It's like, oh shoot, should I get in? Should I get out? And it's crazy. Even on a day chart, it's crazy. So with the Heikin-Ashi, it smooths everything out for you, so you can be at ease and you can be confident on your plays. This is what I love about it. So let's go to here. So you're looking at an uptrend, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, what I want you to find is the previous high from this one. So I would go back as far as I can. Of course, there's none, because SPY has been on an uptrend. Okay. That's why I want you to look at the day chart first to see where the momentum is going. Then I want you to go to the 4-hour chart to find it, to find your support and resistance. And of course, there is none. But now what I want you to find is a support level. And the support level, of course, will be the previous high from where it is right now. So where do you think that support level is right now?
Let's see.
You can tell me to go left or right.
I had at 454.3 to the, yeah.
Right here? 454 change?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. So I would look just tiniest high, let's say right here. Then I would draw my line. This is going to be my support line right now. So I would draw that line. There's really nothing you can do up top, but keep going, of course. Yeah, you can set a target, and I definitely want you guys to set a target. I don't want you to go blindly into a play anymore. I want you to set a target that you're comfortable with making money from. If it's 30%, If it's 40%, 50%, that's fine. Or unless you see this continuation of an uptrend, you can definitely stay in the play longer. But if it's a stock that you know, hey, one day it's up, the next day is down, the next day is up, 2 days later is down, and so forth, then I definitely want you to set a target. But right now, with every play that you guys do, please set a target so you can be comfortable with your winnings, number one, and you're comfortable with setting up the support and resistance. Okay, so I would set a target, because what do you think SPY do on a daily basis? Or how much money do you think SPY makes on a daily basis?
Like how much like how much volume is moving?
Not even volume, just the price range.
Oh, I don't know.
That's another thing too. You have to know your stocks. You have to know on a daily basis what a stock is doing, how volatile the stock is. That, number one, you can go to a leap, or you can just play it on a weekly, daily, or monthly basis. I know for a fact SPY, and you can go to Robinhood and you just type in SPY, and you can see, let's say, daily, SPY moves around. Let's go back to a month. SPY moves around, if you see the price here, SPY moves around between $3 to $4 per day, average. It may do an 8, 9, 10 day, but basically it does around $3 to $4 per day. Like today, it only did like the top it did was $2.78. So you have to know what your stock is doing on a daily basis so you can set your target range. That's number two. So what I would do, go back to SPY and see, okay, right now SPY is at 456, is it 456.52? Yeah, 456.54. I would say my next target until, depending how long you want to keep it till Friday, I would definitely keep it at that 458.49, that next high that SPY will hit. That would be my next target to get out, make profit and get out. So I would set another, now this would be your resistance level now. So I would set a resistance level right here. Now, in your mind, what you want SPY to do is, of course, bounce off the support so you can hit your target. Or if SPY goes down by tomorrow, which it looks like it wants to do, now you set another level. And what I want to, how I set my other level, I'll just go down to, let's say right here. Now remember, SPY moves $2, $3 a day. So you don't want to you don't want to go get a support level all the way down here. You don't want to set another support level down here. You want to set a support level that matches SPY daily profit or any stock daily profit. You guys understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you know SPY is doing daily around $2 to $3, average around $3.50, this is what I would set. Now I know for a fact SPY is here at 456.44. So I would go down to at least 452. I would go down to at least 452 or 453. Actually, you see this spike right here? I would set it from here on down here. Okay, so it's really up to you where you want to set this, but you have to know how much daily that your stock moves per day. Don't worry about the volume. Just worry about how much it moves per day to set up your support and resistance. So now you have three things that's happening right now. You're looking for this to bounce off, go into a call so it can hit this resistance. You make money, take profit, be happy with it, depending on how many contracts that you put in. Or you want this particular stock by tomorrow, this candlestick or the next candlestick to break this support to go down. Then this will be your next target to playing a put on SPY. All right. So when I want you guys to set up your support and resistance from now on, just in the intraday, if you're doing day or weekly plays from now on, just set your support and resistance by how much your stock moves daily. This would be much easier to help you. Now, once you go into leaps and stuff, leaps, it really doesn't matter. It's just the volatility of the stock, or how much it moves per year, which SPY has been doing great on every year for the past, let's go monthly. SPY hasn't failed us yet. Ever since back to 2015, it's just been going up. So if you would have made a let's say a 6-year leap at 181 to now, you would have made some serious money. Serious money, because SPY moves greatly, $2-3 a day, no matter what. It may move $2-3 down or $2-3 up, but it does move on average $2 to $3, $3.50, $3.75 per day. Sometimes you're going to see that $8, $9 spike in SPY. You're going to see that spike in SPY, but don't worry about that. Just worry about the average that SPY does on a daily basis, so you can set up on the 4-hour chart the support and resistance to play this particular play on a daily basis. Now, you remember SPY has 3 expiration days. So this is very helpful right here if you want to play this until when is the next expiration? Friday, right?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow and Friday, you have 2 chances to win. And how you're going to win, you want to definitely set this up just like this and see exactly where SPY is going to move. Will SPY break this support, or if SPY will bounce off this support to hit up top. So if you want to do that, I don't even want you to look at the 4-hour, Trevor. I'm sorry, Kareem. What's up, Trev? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. How's it going?
Good, pretty good, pretty good. I'll catch up. Actually, it's recorded, so I'll have you catch up on the recorded version. All right.
Awesome. Thanks.
No problem. So we're going into SPY to support and resistance here. But back to Kareem. I don't even want you to look at the 4-hour, because SPY, you have that two expirations coming up. What I would like you to do is at least look at the 1-hour. And the 1-hour is kind of the same, but I want you to focus and zoom in primarily on what's going on with SPY. So now you would actually have to set up another support here. And I would set that support even like right up to here, because I want to make some quick money. So I would set up a small support right here and see, okay, if SPY breaks this, I know for a fact the second or third candlestick, it's going to break this particular support. And that's when I go in for the kill, as far as putting the put in for Friday. Okay, so I want you to look, Trevor. I keep calling you Trevor. I'm sorry, Kareem. I want you to look at the hour chart, Kareem, for the next 2 expiration dates on SPY. Tomorrow, forget about it because it's too close, but I definitely want you to analyze this tomorrow for Friday.
Okay.
Okay, so definitely look at the 1-hour and set this up. Let me see, the 5th, 1, 2, 3, the 6th candlestick, this one here, and see where SPY is going to do, what SPY is going to do. Okay, this is very important right here. So I want you to set up a support and resistance inside a support and resistance. So that there can help you along. And what that does is it actually times your entry and your exits much better. For the new people like you guys and so forth, it actually will help your timing much better, because for a fact, hey, it's for a fact, if SPY goes down it breaks this support, I'm going for puts. But if SPY bounces off the support, I'm going for calls. And my target range will be the 460 range till Friday. So SPY might move $2 right now. Remember, SPY is at 456. SPY might move $2-3 tomorrow. That is 458, 459. Then Friday, SPY might move $2 more. Then that's the 460, 461 range, depending if it continues to go up on an uptrend. Okay. So that's good right there. Eldora, give me a ticker.
I want to say Snap, but let's go with Starbucks.
All right. Woo. What is Starbucks doing? All right. Let me see something first. Hold on. Oh, you're in good hands right now. Okay. Because I never played Starbucks before, so I had to analyze something real quick. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So what do you see right now, Eldora? I'm going to make it nice and easy for you.
What do I see?
Mm-hmm.
What time frame is this? Oh, on the
This
daily
is the
time
daily.
frame.
Mm-hmm.
Uptrend.
Yes. I see a nice uptrend. Or let me tell you what I see first. The first thing that I notice on a daily chart, I see a nice uptrend. I can even go back on a weekly or monthly chart. Let's go back to the monthly chart. If I go to the monthly chart, it's been on a nice smooth uptrend ever since September. Yes, it had its up and downs momentarily. And what I'm showing here primarily, it might, but not now, but it might be in a downtrend within the next couple of weeks, just by looking at these two right here. Okay, but don't worry about that. That's probably another, another another month probably, because remember, this is monthly. These are monthly candlesticks. So everything that you see here does not dictate what you can do intraday or weekly. Okay, but you definitely have to be careful. But yes, I do see, at least by December. Oh no, they do have their new spices coming out, right?
Yes.
Holiday
season.
Holiday season spices. That might save you. Look into that. So that might save you. All right. But on a monthly chart, I definitely see it on an uptrend. That's number one. Then when I'll go back to the daily chart, and from that trend line, it's still continuing on an uptrend, which is beautiful. Okay, so it's been bouncing, and this is exactly like how SPY does on a monthly, weekly basis. SPY bounces off the trend line, bounces off the support, bounces off the support, goes up, bounces off the support, goes up, bounces off the support, goes up. But right here, it kind of tested it a little bit. It tested it. Then what I'm seeing here, it was in a little consolidation period. Okay. After that consolidation period, it shot right up, and it continued for a while. So now, what do you see here?
More consolidation.
Exactly. So I see a consolidation right from here to here. I see a consolidation. But since the holidays are coming up, you might see a repeat of this. So it's definitely going to go up, which it's showing right here. So that right there, that's what I want you to, this is the big picture. This is why I want you to see the big picture first. Then I want you to zoom down so you can see what you want to do with this. Do you want to play it on a weekly? Do you want to play it on a daily or even a monthly? But the big picture is what I want you guys to see first before anything. All right. So this is the big picture here, what I'm showing. So I'm going to delete all of this. Delete this. I'm going to keep the trend line and I'm going to zoom in more on the previous couple of weeks. All right. Now, how would you set up a support, your regular support and resistance?
The resistance would be those bottom red lines.
Mm-hmm. Now, another question I want to ask, how do you want to play this? Do you want to do a weekly or I'm sorry, do you want to do a daily play or let's say a weekly play, a swing trade?
Well, I'm in a trade for Starbucks already, and it expired in January.
Oh, so you're doing a long term. Delete.
Yes, but I'm trying to get out of it ASAP because it keeps fluctuating. Like it'll go down 20%, then it'll come up 2%. So I'm like, maybe I should just get out of it.
Right, and this is the 20% right here. This could be the 10, 15, 20% that has gone down. Then that little 2-3%, this is it. Mm-hmm. Right here when it went up. All right, but then it followed by a 15 to 20% downtrend. So that those two right there are killing you. Mm-hmm. Okay, these downtrends that you see here are killing you. It all depends. Now, when did you get into the play?
I got into that play September 20th.
Okay, so that's, so you got around right here.
No, go a little further because we bought it when it was on the low. It's like 110 when I bought it. So like right in there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, let me do something. So September 20th, around 110, right? Mm-hmm. And what is your theta?
Currently, the theta is 0.0264.
So that's around times 100. That's around 20, 30 cents per day that you may be losing on this. And of course, it is continuing on a downtrend. Now, it moved up quite a bit. Have you seen any type of fluctuation with your profits?
Total return is 0.67%. Today was total return for today was 2.26.
Okay, that's not bad, but you're still negative a little?
No, I'm at 0.67%.
Okay.
Less than 1%.
Now, here's what I am worried about. Which it might do well, earnings day.
Oh, they have earnings coming up.
Yes, October 28th. Now, it's up to you to do your research and see what type of volume or what type of financial state that Starbucks is in right now. They haven't closed any stores, all right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, you have to check all that to see if you still want to keep it.
Who's that, Starbucks?
Yeah.
So they did. I was looking it up because I was I'm opening a business and it's close to Starbucks,
Mhm.
They are closing Starbucks, but they are remaining keeping open the ones that have drive-throughs. They are closing the dine-ins, the ones that mainly have dine-ins. I think they
Oh.
closed either 72 or 172 across the U.S. But double check the number.
Within this year, yeah, please, Adora, check, because earnings is up, and I don't want you to lose any type of money right now. You can probably get out of it and then go back in. But let's say if you do get, let's say earnings is tomorrow and is at 114. Okay. Now, if this bad boy goes down to 107, which you can easily do within a day, or even a couple of minutes after earnings, then it will hurt you badly. And with Starbucks, Starbucks doesn't, let's see, SBUX. Do Starbucks move that much? See, Starbucks don't even move that much. $1, $1.50, $1.78 here and there. So that can hurt you.
Okay.
See, the average Starbucks is like $1.20, $1.70, $1.55. You know, it did some numbers back on last week. It did $2. But if you see on a daily basis, $1.50 here, the next day, $1.47. So it really doesn't move that much. So this right here may hurt you.
Okay.
But I definitely want you to do more research until then, because you have oh, shoot. When is
I got to get out tomorrow.
Oh. Oh, Starbucks. Yeah, I'm going to do some research with you on this.
Okay.
Let's see if we
I'll
can
research
salvage
it
this
tonight, definitely.
Yeah, see how many stores that they have effective open right now, and what they're going to do with their remaining stores, because that can hurt the deal.
Okay.
That can hurt your play.
Okay.
Let me see. Last earnings. See, last earnings they did okay, but then it just went down. The other earnings, it went down. Yeah, you might want to get out just in case.
Okay.
Even the last back in January 27th, you see earnings, right after earnings, it went down.
Okay.
But if they are closing stores, that means their financial state is not up to par.
Got it. Okay.
So you may salvage that, and then, beautiful enough, go ahead and do a put. You see what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You can definitely do a put on this. History will repeat itself because of what's going on with Starbucks. And if they are closing particular stores, then that can hurt you.
Okay.
All right. Now, your leap is until when?
January.
You can do two things. Let me see how much is Starbucks play. Okay, Starbucks is not that much. Okay, you can do two things. You can continue holding this until January, but in the meantime, do another play, but play puts, and just try to get some money from the other play during earnings.
Okay.
But before you do that, you definitely have to know if they close so-and-so stores within the last 10 months. Or actually, no, not even the last 10 months, within the last 3 or 4 months. Because the last earnings, the last earnings was in July. So we're now in October. So that's around 3 months. So you have to find out within those 3 months, have they closed any other stores and how many?
Okay. Will do.
All right. But for class sake, Zoom sake, this right here is in an uptrend. So what I would do, of course, you definitely look at the daily. Then, depending on what you want to play, I would definitely go to the 4-hour chart to set up my support and resistance. So I see for a fact right here, yes, it has been in a little topsy-turvy right here. But my last, here's what I would do here. From here, I would see what was my previous high or low and what can I do with it. My previous low was, I wanted to be above it. So it was right here. So this was my previous low. So this would be my resistance. This will now be my resistance, because what you want to happen is within the next couple of days, if earnings wasn't involved, you want this to actually break this particular plane on an uptrend, because of course, when you went back and look at the daily chart, it was on an uptrend. Yes, the hour chart is on an uptrend, but for confirmation on you going into a play for, let's say, tomorrow until Friday, you definitely want to see the next two candlesticks break this plane on an uptrend.
Okay.
Now you want to find a new support. Where would you set up your support now?
The next support would be, is it the next lower low prior to that?
Yeah.
So to the left. Okay, like right there where that one is.
Okay.
Because I was looking, actually, I was going back actually further than that, where the other red candle is, which is to the left of that. Yeah, like
right here or right here?
Yeah, I was going there.
Beautiful. That's fine too. That's fine too. And actually, that's even better, because what do you see here? You see, because remember what I keep telling you guys, stocks and the stock exchange have memory. They memorize everything that they have done with each and every stock. So I was basically, for me, I was going to do it. If I was going to do a day trade or until Friday, I would set it up right here. But since you set it up here, this is even better. Okay, that's beautiful. So you have the eye for it. That's perfect. And it still touches this. It still touched it and went up. Okay, now that's the mid. What you want to do for a lower support?
I'm going down there. Yep. I'm
gonna stop.
Yeah, right there.
Right there. Okay. That's cool.
I mean, that might be too low, huh?
Just a tad, because of course you have to know. Of course, remember how much per day that Starbucks move.
$1.
So from 113 to 110, it has to be in the middle.
Yes. Got it.
So I would do this previous one here and go to 111. So from 113 to 111, yes, about a $2 price range. That's fine. Or if you just want to be crazy about it, you can set up another one right here. Because of the daily movement that SPY does on a daily basis. So you can just keep it just like this. You can actually keep it like this. And this looks like a Fibonacci retracement, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. You just set up a Fibonacci retracement just like that. So that's good. That's perfect. And we're going to talk about fibs on the next call. But you just did a Fibonacci retracement, which is beautiful. Because you did the previous highs, the previous lows, depending on the price range of that stock and what it does on a daily basis. Don't worry about the volume, just worry about what it does every single day. And that's when you go back, to, if you have Robinhood or whatever, and let's say if you do set a month up, you can see on a daily basis, it moves up $2, $3, $1.30, $2. So the average is around $1.50 to $2. That's the average that Starbucks does. So what you want to do is go back and then average out your support and resistance by 175 to $2.
Wow, that's very helpful. I never thought about drawing support and resistance that tight like that. I always have these big, So I'm glad. But this is for swing trading though, right?
This is for swing trading up to, let's say, a week.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, you can set up just like this. Just now, you have these levels. Now you're in perfect position to play both ways. once you do this, what I would do, I would go ahead and save it. And anytime if you forget, oh man, I forget where I set my levels up, it's already saved. All you have to do is go back and see where that level is. So if you want to target, if you're thinking that Starbucks is going to go down, then your target to play a put would be 113.65. Okay. Now, if you're anticipating on Starbucks to go up, what I would do, I would set up one more resistance. Let me see, 115. What was it? 115. I would go up to about 117. Yeah, 117. I will go up to right here and set up another one. So this will be your target. So your confirmation is for Starbucks to break this resistance. Once it breaks it by the second candle, this will be your target of 117.09. That's if, let's say, you would play it Monday, or if you want to play, actually, if you want to play it closer, I would just go ahead and drop down to the 1 hour chart, and that's even better. Now you can see it exactly where it's going. Every hour, you can go back to Starbucks and see, okay, if Starbucks goes over 115.74, 75, then I know I want to play a call, and my target would be 117.50. So that right there would be a 40% profit that you would make, or even more. Let's see something I can tell you right now. So from here on up, yeah, that'll be around that'll be around a 40-45% profit that you'll make for just right there. It going up $2.31.
Okay.
All right. So just by these levels right here, perfect. Set that level up, save it, and just go back whenever you want to and see, or even set up an alert.
Okay.
Set up an alert. What I want to do, go ahead, and this is why I love TradingView. I go ahead and set up my alert depending on what time frame that I want. I don't want any crossings. Moving up. Do you want to do it by bar, per bar, or once, or whatever the case may be? I'll just do it once, the date, and then I'll just put, if candle hits, what was the price I said? Around 115.65. Play calls and save it, and it can set up how you want, and you will have an alert by phone, by email, or pop-up alert, depending which, if you have the free version, I think you can only do it by pop-up and email, I believe. But if you have the paid version, I can go ahead and send it to text. I always send it to text if I'm busy. If I'm looking at helping you guys, looking at other things, helping you guys with certain plays, I can't go back and jump into Starbucks. I'll go ahead and set this up, send it to my phone, and once it hit this particular price, I know for a fact, hey, boom, let's go to calls.
Okay.
So you can definitely set alerts here.
All right, sounds good. That was very helpful.
All right, but yeah, this here, I want you to I'm going to go ahead and post this as soon as possible, but I definitely want you to copy this.
Okay.
For you, and especially during earnings right now, it's really close.
Yeah.
2 days, tomorrow's the 20th, yeah, but Thursday, yeah. You want to set this up right now and see where it's going to go by tomorrow, and how you're going to play this.
Sounds good.
All right, but you actually did a Fibonacci retracement, and I'm going to talk about that within the next couple of days or weeks about Fibonacci. But before anything, and of course, Fibonacci retracement is another form of support and resistance. But before anything, like I told you guys, I want you to master plainly just by looking at the stock to set up your own support and resistance. All right. So just by looking at what you did right now, Eldora, I can tell right now you just set it up. You set up a Fibonacci retracement. And once I put that Fibonacci retracement on the chart, it was exactly the same thing. Okay. So that's what I want you guys to actually know. Hey, I want to go, depending on what play, if you want to do weekly, monthly, leaps and so forth, definitely check out the day chart to see where this particular stock is going, at least the last 6 or 7 candlesticks, to see where it's going. Okay, to see the trend. Then go down to the 4-hour chart to set up your support and resistance, because the 4-hour chart will actually, anytime you go down, let's say to the hour chart, it's still there and it still helps. So that 4-hour chart is the, I would say, the go-to chart to set up your support and resistance. Okay, if we're going to do weeklies or swing trades. Okay, or even, you know, even when we do the dailies, I'll go down and I'll just check out the 30-minute time frame, and it's sitting right there for me. It's still sitting right there for me. So if I want to play this, you know, for a couple of hours, you know, from 9 a.m. until 9:30 a.m., 9:30 until like 1 o'clock, I'm looking for the same thing still. But now, since you're in a lower time frame, you can set up your support and resistance a little tighter to make that quick buck. So now this will be a quick play for me. I would just set this up right here on the 30-minute time frame and say, hey, if this goes up, all right. But if it goes down, what I'm waiting for is 2 things: either bounce off this support and continue on an uptrend, or break this support so I can play puts. And this will be my target for the next 2-3 hours. That's how simple it is with support and resistance. Very, very simple. And Trev, I know you've got it down pat. I don't even have to I don't even have to go to you, Trevor. You've been doing good.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Doing really good. But of course, you know, if you still need help, Trev, you know, we still have a one-on-one. I know I haven't done a one-on-one with you yet. So we're still going to get that together this week, hopefully. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
But so far, guys, do you know, now you know the concept of support and resistance. Okay. Oh, here's another thing that I want you to analyze when it comes to doing your day play. And this is for you, Adora. You know, sometimes how you say, oh man, I'm getting, you know, the price go down and you're in a particular day play, and all of a sudden you're thinking you're losing money. But I'm telling you, oh, wait up, this is a retest. And the retest is always the support and resistance. All that the stock is doing is retesting that new higher low. This was the previous higher lower low. I'm sorry, lower low. Now this is the new lower low. All it is doing is retesting that and going back up. That is all that stocks are doing. When I say, hey, it's in a retest, that is what it's doing. And how you figure that out, I would just go to the 3-minute time frame, and every 3 minutes, of course, it will do what it do. And the only thing I do is just sit back and wait. When you say, oh no, oh, I'm losing money. Okay, it's in a retest. Because you see what happened here? It retested twice and it went back up today. Okay, actually more than that. If you take this line and bring it all the way back over here, it retested a couple of times. Now, if once it breaks, yeah, that's when you say, hey, I might get out of it. Then I would just go to a slightly higher time frame, let's say the 30 minutes or the 15-minute. And if I'm seeing the same downtrend, yeah, I would get out here. But the daily would tell it all. The daily would tell you that it is in a strong uptrend. And how you can tell how a stock is in a strong uptrend from the Hakinashi? Anyone?
The candle color, the outside, or the wicks?
The wicks, the candle, actually, the candle, if it doesn't have a bottom wick of any sort, I don't care if it's sticking out just a tad bit, if it doesn't have anything, you know for a fact that this is in a strong uptrend. So what's going to happen is it's going to test. And if you go back to that 3 minute, and sure enough, it's going to test it. Test it all the time. It's going to test it. And it really never broke. One time it broke. This is around 10 o'clock in the morning. Then it went back up. It broke a little bit, then it went back up. Then all of a sudden, it just kept going up and going up. So this is a retest, guys. That's all this is doing. So if you want to know if a stock is really going down from when you got into a play, all you have to do is set your support and resistance and go to the 3 minute and just watch the ticker. Watch how it pans out every time. Every time somebody say, hey, oh man, it's going down. Hey, and what I say is just in a retest. And that's all I'm doing right here. Just looking at the retest. Oh, it's in a retest. Don't worry about it. But then a lot of people get out of the play not knowing, and I'm trying to tell you guys, hey, do not get out. It's in a retest, but you got out. And then all of a sudden, what happens? It spiked up and you could have made more money. And the perfect example was today, AMD. No, was it NVIDIA? Yeah, AMD today too was the same thing. If you look at AMD on a 3 minute mark, it was doing a lot of retesting, a lot. It was doing a lot and people were getting scared. But yet every time it retested, what happened? What happened? From this here, from 114, it retested all day today until it reached, the 122 mark, 123 mark. So if you would have got out at 114, $8, 40%, you just missed. Why? By not looking at the 3 minute chart or even going down. Now, I wouldn't go down to the 1 minute, at least the 3 minute or the 5 minute chart to look at what it's doing on the retest. And every time it retests, here's what I do. Every time it retests, all right, boom. So what I wanted to do is to go down to this level and bounce off. And what happens? Goes down to that level and bounce off, right? So then this is another retest. And what I wanted to do, bounce off and go up. And what happened? It went down a little bit, bounced, and went up. That's all a retest is. A pullback per se. I call it a retest because that's what it's doing. It's testing that level, that previous level, and going back up every time. It's testing it every time right here. Every time right here. This is a 5 minute chart. Every time it tested it and went back up. Every time. This is another one. It tested it, went back up. Tested it, went back up. Right here. Tested it, went back up. So if you're scared enough, before you get out of the play, just look at the previous, on a 3 or 5 minute chart, just look at the previous low, set a line and see if it's gonna test it and go back up. That's all you need to do. That is it. That's all a pullback is. Just testing it, retesting it, and moving on back up. All right, so that's my little secret for you guys. Don't tell nobody. All right. Hello? Anybody here?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, so you guys get the grasp. I mean, it's real easy. Once you know the support and resistance, guys, and this is what I want to instill in your heads. Just once you get the support and resistance down pat, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me do this. And that's it. That is it. Just for confirmation, of course, you definitely want to use your indicators, just for a little confirmation, see where it's going. Every time it retested, even with this, and this is a perfect example, every time it retests, what happens? It crossed that golden cross. Every time it retests, this here is my I forgot what I set it up for. All right, the yellow is the 13 EMA, and the blue is my personal preference of 30 SMA. All right, so every time it crossed that yellow cross, that means it's in an uptrend. So every time it retested, and it crossed exactly almost around the same time. Crossed right there. Right here, it crossed down, so it was testing it. Okay, it retested it. There go that cross right there. It retested it here. There go that cross right here. Okay, so just if you want another confirmation, you can definitely set up a quick, indicator of your liking. MACD too. Let me check my MACD to see if my MACD is kind of the same. Yeah, so even my MACD also on a 5-minute chart. My MACD, once it retested here, it crossed, golden cross, went up. Every time it did it right here, that retest, it crossed, golden cross, it went up. Okay, so you can set this up as a quick confirmation, but before anything, I definitely want you to have an idea of what's going on with the stock and how you can easily spot the trend on a 5-minute. Once you get into a play, how to spot the pullbacks or the test and retest, so you can stay longer in a particular play. Because a lot of people get scared. No, don't get scared. When I'm out because I know that it's going, the way that I'm, if I'm doing a call and I'm looking at the 5-minute and I see that bad boy keep continuing to go down, I'm out. Because I know now it reversed and it's going to another direction. But if I see for a fact, once I set up my previous low, and if it tested that low and went up, I'm going to continue in the play. And that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. All right, guys? So I want you guys to be a better trader. And the simplest way, the most common way, before any indicators, before any this and that, is the support and resistance. Before anything else, your number one goal is to know for a fact, number one, your 5 stocks, top stocks. And when you learn your 5 top stocks, you can't go wrong. You will win every time. Well, I would say every time, because there's certain things that happen with news and so forth, but at least 60 to 75% of the time you will win. And that's big numbers in stocks. Big numbers. And you see me, sometimes I don't even play certain stocks. It really doesn't matter, because I want to study the stocks that I'm comfortable with, that I know for a fact. Yes, we do throw out a lot of plays out there for you guys to make some quick money in. But before anything, your number one goal is to get the 5 top stocks that you're comfortable with playing every single week, every single month, every single year, day in and day out. Learn those 5 stocks, learn their maneuvers, learn what they do on a daily basis, how much they move on a daily basis, and learn their volume. Volume, of course, does count when it comes to certain plays, but before anything, yes, the support and resistance is the number one thing. Number one thing. Okay, so when you guys throw a play out there, get ready. I'm going to test you guys. Say, hey, what do you see? What do you see? And I'm going to, before I even say that, I'm going to look at the stock, whatever you guys post. I'm going to look at the stock, evaluate it, and then ask you questions. What do you see? So be ready for that from now on. It's not like I'm like ganging up on you. I want you to be the best stock trader out there, one of the best. And how to do that? Just simple support and resistance, simple knowing your stock, finding out how it moves. That's it, how it moves. Eat, breathe, sleep your stocks. eat, breathe. You know, my first couple of, yes, I did have 5, but then of course it grew because I love playing quick in and out plays. And these are my plays. And my first stock, of course, was SPY. And I never got away from SPY. SPY is my moneymaker. If all of these, if all of these stocks just one day to not exist and SPY exists, that's all I'm going to play for the rest of my life. Is SPY, because I know it so well. You know, and remember when I asked you, Kareem, how much, what SPY does on a daily basis, how much it does, and certain things you have to know like that. Then you can set your target for that day. You don't want to set a target where it's unreachable. Where if you know SPY, or I know SPY moves around $2 to $3 per day, but you set up a target where it's $5 to $10 a day, then you're hurting yourself. You want to make that quick money. You want to make that manageable money. I don't want you guys to think, hey, I want to make 150%, 200%. Yes, at times we can make that, but on an average, at least 30 to 40% and get out. Get out. Make that money and get out. I don't even stay in plays more than an hour or two. Get out. Yes, there may be some nice run-ups, but I don't care. Get out. Make that money and get out.
Can you look at Snap real quick? Because if I'm looking at Snap, I think I'm just screwed.
Sure.
Did you get out of yours?
Today? Yeah, it went up. It went up around 10:30, 11, and I got out. Let's see.
Because if I look at the daily, it looks like it's going down to retest the next support level that I have, which is $50.
Hold on. Ooh. When did this happen? Let me see something. Oh. Today the 26th, right? Yeah. 9, they open up at 10. Yeah, I made the little profit here, and then once I saw this, I got out. All right. Yeah, get out. Because as you can,
cost me I'm probably gonna lose about $700 on that one.
You have it till the 29th?
I have it until no, November 19th.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it then. Let me see something. Okay. This is a signal, as you can see, this sign right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a biggie because it's telling you that within the last month or this month here, sellers has been going AWOL on it. It wasn't a strong uptrend, as you can see. No wicks at the bottom. Then it started doing its little thing. And then it went on a nice uptrend in June. July, it did its thing. August definitely did its thing. Last month, it did its thing. But this month, it's just fighting it. It's fighting it. Now, what I can do, let me see. Let's check the weekly. Oh, weekly too. Weekly is on a strong downtrend, as you can see. No top wick, full body, and the direction is down. When did you get into the play?
Last week, Friday, Thursday. When it had the big gap down, I got in the next day thinking it was gonna go back up.
Okay. Who does mostly daily trades besides me? You, Dorian, who else?
I don't do a lot of day trading.
You do swings.
Yeah, I do more swings and leaps.
Okay.
Glenda, Glenda.
I know Glenda does some. Kareem, you do some dailies, right, with us sometime?
Occasionally.
Okay, and that was another question too. How you want to know what happens the following day, or how can you get into a play now before closing for the following day, right?
Yeah.
I remember you asking me that. Yeah. What I do, okay, just looking at Snap right now, I'll do two things. Either look at the, yeah, I do look at the hour. Let me see something. It's on a downtrend, continuing on a downtrend. If I do the 30 minutes, it's still on a downtrend. If I do the 15 minutes, it's still on a downtrend. Here's what I do sometimes. Just to go into the next day by 3 o'clock, you know, 3:30, that's when I call out some plays for you guys. All right. I do two things. I look at a stock, well, my personal stocks. I look at a stock, I'll do three things. I'll look at the hour to see what type of trend, a little bit of trend is going down, and just to confirm what's going to happen the next day. And it happens around between 60 to 65% of the time. What happens the next day, what I would do, first of all, look at the hour to see what the trend is. Then I would look at the 30-minute to see is the trend a continuation. And of course, it's on a downtrend right here, the slight downtrend. Everything is pointing downwards. Then my last one is the 15-minute to see where it's going. And of course, it's a continuation downwards. So I would call out a puts just for tomorrow on this particular play. Okay, so that's how I call some of your plays on a daily basis. I go to the hour, see what's going on. It's getting there. You know, this is going red right here. It's going to cross right here on a downtrend. This here is oversold. So it may continue on a downtrend. The chart's telling me it's still a continuation on the downtrend. So all these are telling me downtrend. Then I would just look for the continuation from the other time frames. I would look at the 30 and the 15. 30, downtrend, 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 downtrend. 15 minutes, downtrend, 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 downtrend. So I would say, hey, just for tomorrow, either do a debit spread or a put on Snap just for tomorrow, because it can change on a daily basis, because I'm just looking at the 15-minute. This is candlesticks for the last every 15 minutes candlesticks. So this is kind of like intraday trades, daily trades. So that's how I choose or pick or see where I can go for the next day. So this is something that you can do with your 5 stocks also. You know, mainly just the RSI and the MACD have up. This is something else different that I've been using for years, but just the RSI and the MACD along with your chart to see the continuation for the following day. First, you look at the, first you look at the hour. This is going to be on a downtrend because with MACDs, once it turns into a light color, the next color, the next color is either going to be red, or it will be red, or it may return to its teal color, but as you can see, it is fading away. So once it's fading away like this, that means something is about to reverse. And of course, the confirmation is here, 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 and here. That's on the hour. Then just for me to confirm for you guys, or even for yourself to see how I'm going to get into this play, then I would just look at the 30 minutes. Okay, I see the continuation of the downtrend. And lastly, before anything, I look at the 15 minutes for the downtrend. And then I will enter the play. I will enter the play before 4 o'clock for the next day. All right. So that's a little heads up for you guys too. And for you too, Kareem.
Copy.
All right. All right, guys. So that's it for today. I hope you guys learn. This is very informative. And within the next, I would say, we're going to start this. This is in November. You're going to see the difference with your win rate. You're going to see a huge difference. And I want you to write everything down of what you've done too. Keep a journal. Or even if you can't, just go ahead and click on Word. If you're on your laptop or desktop, click on Word, click the date, type what you did, what you saw, what time frame you saw it on, and so forth. And what indicators that you used to see that trend. And once you look back, you'll be like, oh, okay. Then you set up a whole strategy now. So that will be your win-win strategy for all your plays. So even if it's, let's say today, it was on a nice uptrend, then you look the last 45 minutes of the day, 3:45, I'm sorry, 3:15, 3:30, 3:45. And if it's still continuing on a downtrend, you know for a fact, 60 to 70% of the time, not 100%, but at least 60, 70% of the time, you know for a fact that that trend will continue until tomorrow, at least 24 hours. At least.
And you need all three of those to confirm. So if it's two out of three is not confirmed, then move on to your next.
I'll move on. And there's times, yes, I'm gonna show you one now. For instance, they're like this one here. Let's say T. I'll look at AT&T. All right, it was nice on a downtrend. Then I went to the 30 minutes. It was looking like it was going to go up. You see that red pop up? That means buyers stepped in. All right. Then I looked at the 15-minute and I saw more buyers stepping in. So there, right there, I didn't even call this play because it was unsure of where the direction is going to go. Now, by in the morning, yeah, you're going to see that trend, but then it's going to be too late because from, of course, 4 a.m. to 9:30, a lot of people are getting into they're buying or they're selling off or whatever. They're buying shares, selling shares and so forth. So you won't see this here. You may see a continuation or you may see a reversal going up. So I didn't even want to play this. I was careful about this. The MACD shows otherwise. These two shows downward trend, but the MACD shows otherwise. The MACD looked like it was just about to cross, but it didn't. Or it may cross in the morning, but I didn't even want to play this because I didn't get my confirmation. Let's look at another one. Bank of America. I think Bank of America was a good one. I didn't play. I forgot to play. Yeah, Bank of America, strong downtrend. Everything looking good. You see the reversal here. RSI showing that's on a downtrend. MACD cross, about to cross, death cross. This other wolf pack here, it's about to go down. Beautiful. Now I went to my 30 minutes. Boom. Saw the confirmation. Here's the death cross here. Death cross here. It's going down. Red candle. Nice. Then look at the 15 minutes. Boom. Everything into play. Second red candle going down. You're looking at no wick at the top. Everything is on a strong downtrend downwards. RSI is down. MACD is down. This is down because it's red. Go in for a put. Okay, go in for a put. That's what and that's how I do my, set up my calls for you guys on a daily basis. I make sure I confirm things. I don't just say, hey, go do this, go do that. Yes, I make sure it's confirmed at least 3 different time frames. And that's just for intraday trades, for the daily trades. And of course, if you want to do the weeklies, you look at either the daily or the 4-hour chart and see. Now you see 4-hour chart shows something else. 4-hour chart shows that it's on an uptrend, but I just did that for you guys just for the next day, just to make some quick money. If you want to get into the play, you know what I'm saying? Just to make some quick money. But the 4-hour, and it's a big difference from the 1 hour as it's going on a downtrend to the 4-hour. So if I want to keep this until next week, yeah, I would look at the 4-hour time frame and maybe look at the day still on a nice uptrend and go in until next Friday and hold it until next Friday. So it's relatively easy, guys, but you just have to figure out just how to set up, or know, not even how to set up. Now you know how to set it up. Just go ahead and set it up and wait. Don't just go in blindly. Wait. Once you set up your support and resistance, wait for that confirmation. Wait. If you set up this here, okay, wait. Either it's going to break this and go down to go into a put, or let's say if you set up another one here. Now, let's say if you would have done this here and set it up here, you guys would have been in great shape for a call. Just from the previous setup. So if you would have set it up, just let's say right here, and that was what, the 20th, that was last week. If you would have set up just like this week, y'all would have made some good money. Because y'all had the resistance and the support. Two things may happen. Either it goes down, break this, go into puts, or break this resistance like it did and go into calls. Simple. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to use 50 million indicators and all that good stuff. I just, you definitely could use it just for confirmation, but your knowledge, if all indicators, everything was deleted, obsolete, only thing that you had to use to trade would be your mental state and your support and resistance, and everything else will come into play. Everything else. I may use this sometime to look at it to see, okay, the golden cross has started here. It's still on an uptrend. I'm going to continue on an uptrend. If you want to do some swings for, let's say, I would do some debit puts until 2 weeks from now. I will continue a call debit puts until, end of this month. Okay, but primarily know your support and resistance. And everything else will fall into play. That's why I don't even show anything yet until I set mine up to see, hey, okay, I think I know what's going on. And the only thing you want to do is to set these up to see, oh yeah, I was right. Okay, now I'm confident enough not to use anything else. Because once you set this up, only thing you do is just go ahead and look at the indicators to see if I was right. That's it. That's all the indicators are, to see if you was right. Once you know your support and resistance, that's it. And then you don't have to use them anymore. I only use them just to make sure that what I saw was right. And once I set that up, what happened? Even when I went to Bank of America, I set this up knowing it will still be on an uptrend. And then I just set up my indicator and look what happened. Yeah, I was right. So now I can go into this play confident on what I'm doing without getting bombarded with something that you may not know nothing of and lose money. And that's how people lose money. They're not confident enough on their research and their chart setup. They're not confident enough. And when you're not confident enough, you're second guessing yourself. Now you don't know what to do. Should I play this or should I play this? No, once you set up your support and resistance and the confirmation is there, either a put, either it breaks this, you go into a put, or it breaks the resistance, you go into a play. That's it. That is it. That is it. You set that up for yourself. You look at it, you look at the play. Even if you want to go back a little bit more, you look at the chart to see what's going on. Okay, this is the high. I know for a fact it's going to go up. I'm going to set up somewhere here. My target is $48 or $48.43, depending how fast Bank of America move on a daily basis. Set your target, make money, go on to the next play. All right. All right, guys, I know it's getting late. Woo, I wasn't anticipating on this being so long.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this right now for you guys. So the ones that missed it can go back and look at it. And the one that needs more education on this, please go back and look at it again and again and again until you get this bad boy right. And I want a gift from you guys for Christmas once you start making that real money.
You got it.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Wow.
All right, guys, you have a good night.
All right, good
give me
night,
about-
guys.
Give me about an hour. I have this up for you guys.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye.